They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Williams, the man in motion left. They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The give is to Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. Stays on his feet. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Now Taylor, a give to the fullback Felton. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's Taylor to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 91 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. 10 yards still left on second down. Here's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Get ready.
On 3rd down, Elliott stiff-armed him. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Running with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Bills getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, as that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. Look at the time. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Prescott. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Out left side here to Bryant, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league?
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
There's never good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A first down carry by Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Slot man moves right. Again, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points. But everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to cut it back right. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They come out here in the eye. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 83 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he will be brought down here at about the